Today we are going to use SumoPaint, a free online program, to create our tessellation. You may go to SumoPaint at www.sumopaint.com/app. Once you are there, go to File, New Image, and change the preset to 1024 by 768 and the background to transparent. Then click OK. Next, you want to make sure that your foreground and background color are the same. It really doesn't matter what color, just make sure they're the same. To do that, I will click on the first one and I will choose the second green here. I will click on my background and choose that same second green. See that they are both the same. Next, I will go and click and draw a rectangle. I'll go here. I will go here. Line diameter, fill. We're going to choose the plain solid color. We're going to fill it with that green. Next, I will draw my rectangle. And first, I think before I do that, I'm going to go to where it says View, and I want to zoom out so that I can see my full screen. Now, I'm going to click and drag to draw my rectangle. Okay, don't draw it too large, otherwise it won't tessellate all that often. Okay. Next, I will now go and zoom in so it's a little bit easier for me to be more precise with my editing and my selection. So I'm going to go back to View and I'm going to zoom size and I'm going to change it to 200%. I've also used my scroll bars to make sure that my object is in the middle. Next, I will select my first side. To do this, I will go and find the lasso tool. Here it is. Okay, I will keep it at the regular lasso tool. And what I will do is I'm going to start at the corner and do a random nibble, go to the bottom corner, and back around to the beginning. So now I'm going to do that. And so you're doing a random nibble, down to the corner, back up to close it up. I'm satisfied with the shape. I'm going to go to Edit, Cut, and then go to Edit, Paste, or Control V. Now it looks like it's like nothing has happened, but if I click the Move tool and drag it, I'm going to slide it across and line up so that it fits the other side. Now I'm going to go and either do from the top of the original rectangle or the bottom. I will now click back on my background layer, click the lasso tool, and I'm going to make a nibble on my bottom side. Make sure you're on the background layer, not the layer 1. Edit, Cut, Edit, Paste, use your Move tool, and drag it up. It's up to me now to look at it. I might need to turn it, or if I see something in this particular view, I can stop right there. If I want to rotate it, I may do so, but first, regardless, I need to flatten my image. So I'm going to Layer, Flatten Image. Now you will see in the Layers panel that only the background is selected and none of the other layers show up anymore. If I want to rotate it, I will go to Edit, Free Transform. I may now rotate it. Edit, there you go. And now I can rotate it until I see something in it. I think I see something right in that view. So I'm going to keep it that way. And I'm going to go to where it says Apply Transform. Now to make it easier, I'm going to duplicate the layer and I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go to Layer, Duplicate Layer. Now we will see two, one that says background and one that says background copy. I'm going to fill that with a different color so it's a little bit easier to see what it is. So I will go, click the paint bucket and fill inside. Now it's a lot more easier to see my two layers. And one of the reasons why I might do this is first to check to see if the shapes truly do tessellate. To do that, I'm going to click on the Move tool and I'm going to click on this red layer and I'm going to drag it. I'm going to see, okay, it fits there. Fits there, good. There. And over here. So that should tessellate quite nicely. Now what I would recommend doing is saving it. And I would save it with what the object looks like to you. Okay? And we're not just doing simple flags, blobs, whatever. Be creative. That's a part of the art portion of this both math and art activity. So File, Save to my computer, and Sumo is just fine for right now. I'm going to change from untitled image, and I see a creature that looks like he is flying on a broom. And I'm going to click Save. So I'm going to place it in my Pictures folder and click Save. Now that I'm ready to start decorating it, I first need to zoom in to about 200%. So I'm going to change the zoom level, move it up until it's a whole lot easier to see. For right now, I'm going to hide the red one so it's not in my way. So I'm going to click the eyeball to hide that one and select my green one for editing. Now I'm going to start applying the first line. So I'm going to use the pencil tool. Diameter, either 1 or 2 pixels is fine. So I'm going to type 2 here. Round should be fine. So I'm going to decide maybe he's got a orange face. So I'm going to select my orange and I'm going to go and draw where my head ends. What's really important is that you do not go on the outside of your shape. It will not tessellate. You cannot add or take away anything from your original shape. Now I'm going to try the paint bucket. If it spills, that means I might have a little gap. I could zoom in even further. I also have the wonderful Edit Undo option. I'm going to click the paint bucket, tolerance. If I'm not quite happy with that, I can go Edit Undo and try increasing the tolerance a little bit better and see if it makes a difference. There, I'm more pleased with that. So I'm going to choose the color that I want for its eyebrows. I think it will have some pink eyebrows. So I'm going to find the pink, go back to my pencil, go where I decide I want the eyebrows to be. Then I'm going to go to the paint bucket again, fill, and I'm going to keep on doing that until my whole shape is tessellated. In addition to using the pencil and the paint bucket tool, you can also try some others. For instance, I've got the brush tool selected, I've changed the diameter, and I've used the chalk brush. Let's see what kind of effects I could apply with my little wings. It's got a little extra pair of wings up here. If you want to reuse a color that you have used previously, you're not quite sure how to access it, you can go to the eyedropper tool, click on the color. Once I'm happy with my shape, what I will then do is saving it again and adding maybe a number after it so that it's easy to see that it is a new addition. File, save to my computer. So broom creature, and I'm going to put 2 after it, and save. Keep it in the same spot, save. Now what I might want to do is duplicate it and repaint, for instance, the cape of my bull-like figure into a different color, just to add a little variety. To duplicate a layer, I select the layer, and I can go either right click on it or go to the gear and I can duplicate layer. Now you're going to see one that says green copy. I may then go and fill, for instance, the cape with a different color. How about blue? And I'm going to change this one to blue. My next task is duplicating the layers and begin the tessellating process. So I'm going to go down to my green layer here and I will duplicate it. So duplicate layer, and I will do that a few times. And I will also duplicate my green layer. Now you'll see multiple copies of both the green and the blue. Now I'm going to move those layers around where I want. It's got to tessellate, fit in there. And keep on repeating that. Now I'm going to go down to one of my blue layers, move tool, put it where it fits, and keep on doing that until my whole project is filled. I have now completed my whole page. It's just fine to have some of your layers going off into the outer parts of your page. Now I will do is save again, and I'll finish it, save, and I'm also going to do saving it as either PNG or JPEG, and that way it's a lot easier to save elsewhere. Hope you enjoyed it.